My name is Caleb Maupin. I'm the leader of the Center for Political Innovation. I'm the chair of the U.S. delegation that attended the World Youth Festival. Well, the first time I ever visited Russia was for the 2017 World Youth Festival. And then I have been to Moscow a number of times since then. I've also been to Yalta, and now I'm back here in Sochi. And I find Russia to be a very lovely place, full of kind, welcoming people, people that are very charming, people that want to help you have a good time and really would like to connect with the rest of the world. They tell us that Russia is an isolated country, and that's just a lie. I mean, Russia has many friends and deep relationships with countries all across the planet, in Africa, Asia, Latin America, etc. And I hope that Russia's relationship with the United States can improve, and that's why I'm here. I'd like to see better relations between the United States and Russia, and I don't like the direction our leaders are currently taking things. So I was asked to talk about stereotypes. One stereotype of Russia that we get in American media a lot is that Russia is a country full of criminals, that if you come here you'll be kidnapped, people will rob you at gunpoint, etc. I haven't seen any of that. I haven't seen any criminal activities. I haven't seen any guns the whole time I've been here. I haven't seen anything related to crime or drugs or anything like that. I see a very safe place. You know, I would bring my family here. You know, if I had children, I would be happy to go on vacation here in Sochi, take my family to the beach. I'm not seeing criminal activity. I'm not seeing anything to make me afraid to come here. The image that we have of Russia and the United States is of some kind of, you know, militaristic third world society where people are always engaged in criminal activities. I don't see that at all. I see a very modern, industrial, civilized country that has trade and diplomatic relations with a number of countries. I was also asked what parts of Russia I'd like to visit. I'd like to see more of southern Russia. You know, I'm here in Sochi, this is southern Russia, but I'd like to see some of the regions that are in the southern regions, some of the more Islamic regions, how they differ from life in Moscow and St. Petersburg, etc. I'd like to get to know the different nationalities of Russia, the different republics. That's something I would like to do. I'd also like to see the new republics because, again, in the U.S. media, we're told that these areas are conquered, these people are occupied. Well, I know that that's not true because I look at alternative media, but I'd like to talk to the people. And at the festival, I had the pleasure of meeting people from Donetsk, meeting people from Lugansk. I've been to Yalta and Crimea, so I'd like to see the new republics as well. You know, but I would really like Americans to see that this is a very civilized country. This is a country with a lot of wealth and a lot of cultural heritage, whether it's the music of Tchaikovsky or Shostakovich or the writing of Maxim Gorky. And the people here have a really deep knowledge of their history and culture. A lot of Americans can't even find their own country on a map, but you talk to Russian young people, they are very knowledgeable about where they came from, the history of their country, and they're also plugged into a project of national rejuvenation and growth. They're enthusiastic about what their government is doing. Their government is mobilizing them to be part of a project to raise up productive forces and develop a very different atmosphere from the West, very optimistic as opposed to the pessimism coming out of Western civilization at this time. I would love to travel around Russia and get to know the country better, get to know the soul of the Russian people, see the different regions. The potatoes are very good. The way you have your potatoes and you serve them with the spices and all that. Also, some of the stew that you make, the beef stew with potatoes and the different things, that's also very, very nice. The spices make it very, very tasty. Also, I will say I love your lamb because, you know, I grew up in Ohio. My grandfather was a farmer, and he raised sheep, and we would eat lamb for Easter and for other holidays. And I had the opportunity to visit a restaurant at Sochi and have some of your lamb, and it's very well prepared. You prepare your lamb very, very well. So I love your lamb as good. And you can't get lamb as very much in the United States. It's more rare. We have a lot of beef in the United States, but your lamb here is delicious. My wish is that many foreigners will come to Russia and get to know the people here, and that this will strengthen the bond and the growth of the new economy that is emerging in the world with the BRICS countries, and that trade will prosper between countries, and growth and optimism and the belief that tomorrow can be better than today. This will be fostered and cultivated by what you're doing with your project with foreigners in Russia.